All right, big news, everybody. According to multiple sources, including CBR, there is a Metal Gear Solid movie officially in the works. Let's move me up here. Solid Snake is officially reporting for cinematic duty. Sony Pictures announced today that it is officially putting a Metal Gear Solid movie into development. Final Destination, Bloodlines, the most recent Final Destination. Directors Zach Lipsky and Adam Stein are attached to direct this adaptation as part of a first new look deal with Sony. First look deal with Sony. And we got a quote here. Metal Gear Solid was nothing short of a groundbreaking cinematic masterpiece that forever revolutionized video games. That's true. I just discovered that for myself here recently. We are thrilled and honored to bring Hideo Kojima's iconic characters and unforgettable world to life, the director said in a statement. Lipsky and Stein, and again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these, are hot off the breakout success of Final Destination Bloodlines, the first new installment in the horror series in 14 years, which debuted in May 2025. The film earned $317 million globally on a $50 million budget, become one of the franchise's best reviewed and highest grossing films. I've heard nothing but good things about the new Final Destination. And I've only ever seen the original Final Destination, but I've wanted to watch all of them, especially since Bloodlines is one of Tony Todd's final performances. I did watch one of the scenes he was in, and it was really touching. The news comes as Sony Pictures Entertainment is laying off hundreds of staff. The layoffs are part of a company's strategic repositioning to focus more on franchise and IP expansion, including video game adaptations. What? The news comes as Sony Pictures Entertainment is laying off hundreds of staff. The layoffs are part of a company's strategic repositioning. Wow, what PR speak? Metal Gear Solid is the modern incarnation of the Metal Gear video game series. The games are a blend of sci-fi military espionage that casts player in the role of Solid Snake, a super soldier and super spy frequently tasked with infiltrating labyrinthian locals occupied by terrorists to prevent the use of destructive weapons that give the series its name, Metal Gear. In the most recent released installment, the Metal Gear series non-linear narrative is 2015's Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Metal Gear's lore and narrative have both become exponentially more complex, which could make it a challenging story to adapt for a mainstream movie audience. A Metal Gear Solid movie has been in development for 20 years. Series creator Hideo Kojima announced as much in 2006. Rumors and speculation about who would direct and star followed. However, there are no official updates until 2012, the Metal Gear franchise's 25th anniversary, when Kojima confirmed that Arad Productions would produce the film for Sony's Columbia Pictures. We are working on the script some more, but I can't talk about it yet. Avi Arad, one of the co-owners of Arad Productions, said in 2024, I think everyone is going to be really excited and surprised. Well, we actually kind of talked about this on the Metal Gear Solid episode of Rookies and Codex, who would be our ideal Snake. I said Scott Eastwood, and Isaac said Oscar Isaac, which I actually like Oscar Isaac a little bit more than what my pick was. Scott Eastwood is a little bit more unknown, I think, and younger. But I'm curious to see which game they're going to adapt. Do they adapt Metal Gear Solid, or do they adapt Metal Gear Solid 3? Because 3 is chronologically the first in the story. So it's like, do they tell that story first in like the 60s, or do we tell the Shadow Moses incident? So I feel like almost a TV show would be a better fit, personally. But then again, if it was a TV show, we would only be getting a season every 2 or 3 years instead of once a year, which that sort of thing drives me nuts. it's I miss when TV shows would have a new season every 6 to 8 months. It's crazy that those shows that used to do that would have between 20 to 24 episodes a season. As I think that is that there aren't many shows, if at all, that have that sort of format anymore. Maybe soap operas are the only ones that still do stuff like that. But comment below, let me know what you think. So I hope Kojima is involved somehow. That could be both a good and a bad thing. Like maybe he'll want to be too involved, and these guys, won't be able to create their own vision. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's like I could see it going either way. Where Kojima, it's Kojima's baby, so maybe he's too close to it. But comment below, let me know what you think.